Hey, football junkie, you notice the tempo is a lot different today than other days.
Yeah.
Other days, so it's more like a high tempo we got going on here, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. You hit them boys with that sax, that trumpet, some
Yeah,
drums. Yeah. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh man, listen, man. I gotta say this real quick. Hold on a sec. Let me say this here. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy headquarters, and America's team? It's your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan and football junkie, and welcome to Monday Night Mic'd Up. Give it up. Football junkie, how you doing today, brother? You doing all right?
Been to my horn.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, wee, boy, that's some things that done took place, man. And here we are, man. We are here tonight on Monday Night Mic'd Up to recap the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Give it up. Yeah, man. And and
Forget
and
that.
yeah. Let's get into it, man. And what we did, we titled this show Three Things the Cowboys Did to Win Against the Eagles. This the thing, football junkie. You and we talked about this. We've been talking about this in the past because this is something they haven't been doing. And I think we talked about on What's Up Wednesday. We talked about on last Monday night, Saturday, sit down. All these other shows that we done had, we've been talking about this. And I said three things that we have to put in place. And I say in order to beat your opponent, you have to become strategic. We talked about the three things. Let's get right on to it. And I said one of the things we talked about, we discussed scouting your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to scout your opponent to know how to what? To prepare. That's the second thing.
Mm-hmm.
Give it up. You see what I'm saying? So you go from your scouting to see what they do and see what it is that they do well. And it's our job, you and I, football junkie, to take away what they do well. That's coming
Mm-hmm.
from your scouting. That's coming from the scouting department. Then you take that scouting and then you prepare. Now you put these pieces in place, which we did saw, which we did see. We seen the point when we talk about preparation. Not only did we just see a 4-man front, we saw a 5-man front. Give it up. That's preparation. And if you saw what we saw, you saw how we gave up so many points in the first half, but by the second half, it was a wrap. Give it up. But not only that, football junkie, and I'm gonna let you elaborate on this as well. But we talked about the scouting your opponent, preparing for your opponent, and then the final key piece to this three things you must do to win against your opponent is you have to execute. One more time. We talked about this team has to execute. And I understand we know we can say this about our offense, been doing pretty good whatsoever, but there's still room for growth, for more execution as far as on both sides of the ball. And I think we saw it on the offensive side and the defensive side. What do you think, brother? Fill us in.
Yes, sir. I really do. I really do have to just say, I totally 100% agree with you because I'm looking at Schottenheimer and he's still figuring it out. He's figuring it out, and the dude gonna figure out some stuff. I'm not gonna throw some stuff at some people that they ain't gonna be able to deal with. Long as he has three pieces and a tangible quarterback, he's gonna be able to throw some stuff at some people.
Yeah.
Uh, because you can take some, like they say, old moves, new formulas. Uh, it's pop. You could
Yeah.
take some old stuff and put a twist to it that could break your back when it comes to football. Because one thing about football, if you forget the vintage stuff, that's
Yeah.
the stuff can hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can hurt you real bad.
Yeah.
Because those were some quintessential plays that was ran, especially running plays during the 60s and 70s era of the bread and butter football, mid 80s and stuff like the bread and butter football. There are some running plays, if you go ahead and put the trickeration with today's format in it, it
Yeah.
could hurt you.
So we're talking about
Also,
balance.
yeah, balance. That's because that right there, the trickeration of the run scheme with the trickeration of today's passing game. Oh boy, oh boy, it could be a formidable situation for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Uh, but when I look at the defensive standpoint, and I look at Eberflus, I can call him
Oh, you gave him
Eberflus.
his name back? Wait a
I
minute.
gave him his name back.
Okay.
He's looking like he enjoying the coach now.
And
He's looking like he's
hold
enjoying the
that
coach.
thought right there. I want to ask you, and I'm glad you brought that up because this is the question. So, can we say Eberflus defense was so basic? Was it due to the fact that he didn't have the personnel, or do you think it was more of Shoddy and Eberflus saying we have to change way we play the game?
I have to say it's a combination of both. Uh,
Yeah,
they were trying
yeah,
in the process. They were talking about change, and we wasn't seeing any format of change at all. We still was getting the same old newspaper with the same dry ass language. So once we got Williams, that set a whole different motion. Because we already know what Clark can do. Because Clark
yeah,
was manning the double team. He was
yeah.
getting double team, but these other guys wasn't doing. They wasn't benefiting. They
No,
wasn't doing nothing with this double team. Only person was getting some benefit off of Clark was Eve. That was it. That was it.
is Rocco?
Yes, he's the only one that was benefiting off the double team. Especially when they line up side by side, he really benefited from it. But when you put the combination of Williams and Clark together, and like I said last week, when you got a duo, you got a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. You know,
When you
and I
got a duo in the trenches, you got a
yeah.
problem.
Yeah, that is that, and they did create a major problem for that offensive line. And I'm gonna tell you what I did saw, what I did see. I don't know why I keep using the word saw. What I did see was I saw Q Williams and Kenny Clark at the DTs, and then I saw James Houston at defensive end with Ezraku on the other side.
Saw that.
Dude, that was nasty.
That
That
changed the
was
game on
nasty.
the defense in the second half, man. That
That
changed the
was
game.
nasty.
That format changed it. And then you saw how they kind of slid Osa when they went to that five man
In.
front. They moved Clark more into the inside. They pushed Williams out to the outside. They centered Clark between Osa and and Williams.
They had Osa at the defensive end a few times too. So yeah, so again, so we can say the three. Listen, I know what happened, football junkie.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was watching our video, watching our
Hmm.
show, and they said, you know what? These guys make sense. Give it up.
Hey,
Only
hey,
on the
man.
Cowboy Huddle podcast where we give you some actual factual to where you might can use in your lineup or in your blueprint. So this is what we do, man. We ain't doing nothing
I'm,
about clickbait, but that's exactly what they did. Three keys.
it don't take no rocket scientist to understand football, man. It don't take no rocket scientist, man. I mean, we just some country boys and know how we country boys know about our toys, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's all it is to it.
That's
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 it.
all it is to it.
And
That's
and
it.
yeah, and so when what we saw, man, and then we saw Overshawn. Overshawn was great
Oh
at
boy.
what he was doing, man. I mean, his second game, man. Again, we just saw a big change in this defense, man, and it was great to see. Now let's get to something that I want to also bring up as well. Now we talked a lot about the defense, man, but let's go back to this offensive side of the ball, man, and the dynamic duo. Now, when I'm talking about the dynamic duo, I'm talking about CD Lamb and I'm talking about George Pickens. Give it up. So, kind of elaborate on our dynamic duo, because I'm Yeah, that's what we got. We got a dynamic duo, and I say that because it reminds me of the Drew Pearson and the Tony Hill era. Okay, it reminds me of the Michael Irvin and the Alvin Harper era. Okay, and here we are. And I understand we talk about Dez and we talk. Okay, that was okay. We tried to put that together, it just didn't mesh. But brother, now we have CD Lamb and we have GP. Give it up one more time. I'm hyped. What you think? Let's talk about that dynamic duo. What you thinking?
Honestly, to be told, everybody's week after week, what I'm saying, everybody's been concerned and asking questions, raising the question concerning the CD Lamb and George Pickens situation and asking questions and stuff like that. And we kind of been alluding, but we've been saying that there is no George Pickens and CD Lamb situation. They both number ones and 1A, 1B and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna be honest to tell you, man. It's George Pickens and CD Lamb. Period, point blank. George Pickens, George
What we
Pickens has
got?
been too consistent, man. Just too consistent. I mean, like I was saying earlier, where do you want him at? You want him out wide? You want him in the slot? You want him running drags? You want him running skitty posters? What you want him in a quick hot? Where you want him at? Tight line the sideline, tight line the sideline in the end zone, back in the end zone, front of the end zone. Where you want him at? I mean, where do you want him at? I mean, like I heard a guy said that Megatron is back in the NFL, and he was talking about George Pickens. Yeah, you got
So
a
wait a
slender
minute. Now.
version
You
of
wait. You
Megatron.
wait, football junkies. You getting ready to stir some feathers around here. We got some major
Okay.
CD Lamb fans, and you mean to tell me you're standing 10 toes down, and you trying to say that you're saying that GP is better than CD?
Well, I'm saying right now, they're both good. They're both great at what they do.
Okay.
But when you look at the eyeball test
Uh
from
oh.
week to week to week, when we do the eyeball
Oh.
test,
Yeah.
when we do the visual aid test from what we're seeing from the last several games, we watched the eyeball situation when the season started, whether the CD debacle in the beginning of the season against 50. All right. I think CD scared of 50. Um,
CD
and
scared
then
of
you
what?
look of Philly. Uh, when you look at how George came along when CD went down, how George just manned the ship. And ever since, he's been doing the same thing every game. And it gets to a point where I'm like, why didn't they targeting George yet? When are they gonna
Mm,
pass it to George? All of a sudden, there you go. George do what for you? Show up every time. You
yeah.
hardly ever see George Pickens dropping a ball.
Unless it's a
You
bad
hardly
throw.
see him do it.
Well, we saw him do a
He,
one hand. He reminded
he,
me back in the
oh
day,
yeah,
Kim Folk. That one-handed thing like this but he was out of bounds. It brought
yeah,
a
I
chill
saw that.
because I remember the days when I could. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that to George Pickens because
Hey,
yeah,
but I mean, it is what it is. When it comes to the
yeah,
eyeball test and when we're
yeah.
looking at what's going on play after play, you be like, damn, why CDs, man, he should have had that. He should have had several catches yesterday.
What was he? So what was the big gripe about when he going to the sideline? I mean, dude, the ball would hit you right between the numbers, slid right between your legs. So I was kind of curious of what was he talking about on the sideline, as if Dak didn't throw the ball right.
And then on one play in the second quarter, Dak threw the ball right because you in double coverage. Go to the sideline. Take the DBs to the sideline. Let this go to the sideline. Now don't go to the middle of the field. You get the defense more something to play with now.
Uh,
You give them
yeah,
more real estate to play with.
yeah,
I can
unbelievable.
lead you to the sideline. Either it's gonna go out of bounds, or you can make a play on the sideline and get a pass interference. He want to break it to the inside instead of taking it to the outside. I said, man, see,
Yeah,
you tripping.
yeah. But you know what? And I say this too because even though we can say, CD did some great things, he did some good things to help the team out. I'm not gonna just throw shade on him like that because he did do some good things. But you know, any other game like that without George Pickens, we lose this game.
We lose this game. But
We lose
I
this game.
mean, we lose this game.
I totally
We
agree.
lose. We lose this game. And
So
and I, and there don't be no run back of 21 points like
no,
like we
no,
did.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no. And
Because we left so many points on the field in the first half, it don't make no sense.
dude, that first series just blew my mind. I'm like, when it was 4th and 3, and I'm like, dude, I understand we trying to be aggressive, but at the same time, you're being a meathead at the same time. So just punt the ball because I think we was at, I think we was at the
We was at
yeah,
midfield.
we was at midfield, and yeah, we was at midfield, and we wanted to go for it. And sure enough, we gave him the ball at the 50. And we talked about that too. Football jungle. We said our job is to keep them in their territory and to stay in their territory. Play at with a short field. What did we do? We gave them a short field, and sure enough, what Jalen do? Go right down there and score. We spotted them 21 points. Wait a minute. Yeah, we spotted them 21 points. But with that being said, though, football junket, it's also been told that it's been reported, and we all know it says Dak Prescott breaks Dallas Cowboys franchise record, passing Tony Romo. Give it up. It's been reported. It says Dallas Cowboys Dak Prescott set the franchise record for most passing yards in a career Sunday at the AT&T Stadium, surpassing Tony Romo's mark of 34,183. Prescott broke the record on his first attempt of the third quarter against Philadelphia Eagles, hitting George Pickens for a 9-yard completion to get to 34,192 yards. Give it up,
Man.
Come on, man.
I mean, truth be said about Dak Prescott, finding injuries, he would have been past that. That finding injuries, that probably be in that without a doubt, that being the 40,000.
Yeah, 40,000 mark for sure. 40,000 for sure. Damn near. You're right. But that's a major stride, man. Because we know Tony Romo used to sling that ball around, but Dak is slinging that ball around for sure, man. It just seems like, man, if we would have had this in place before the season started.
I heard, but you know what, man? This is what I heard concerning Williams. That the Cowboys was looking at Williams before we went and got Clark, make the Clark deal with Parsons. And it was a monetary situation on the Williams deal. So it kind of makes them set them on some setback on some drawback situations concerning Williams. But I mean, it benefit us even better, man, because you was able to bring in Clark and then get Williams. Because let's just say we wasn't able to get Clark and then we got Williams, and we still wasn't able to make a move at towards the point of the season where we got Williams to get something like a Clark. We still be in that situation, bro. So it really worked out to our good for it to come out like this.
Yeah, because and it's just something that we pretty much we needed, man. And and I just wish this could have been done earlier, but I think we can still make strides and make progress. Hey, before we go any further, I got to do this. Let's do a channel identification real quick. Hold tight.
Welcome to the Cowboys Huddle podcast, your go-to spot for all things Dallas Cowboys. Whether it's breaking news, game day updates, insider rumors, or honest fan takes, we've got you covered. We're diving deep into the star every week, bringing you the latest and the loudest from Cowboys Nation. So hit that subscribe button, buckle up, and let's ride with America's team.
All right, appreciate everybody, man. Do me a favor, make sure you hit the like button below, man. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like, again, we do not post anything for clickbait. We're fans first, and then we report the news second. So we definitely could use more input and your support to keep this thing going. But we're going to get right into this. Man, let's get right into this this scoreboard, man. I mean, let's get into the stats, man. And this was something that, dude, let me tell you something. I look at the numbers here, brother. These numbers are crazy. So if you look at the top, man, we spot these guys 21 points in the first half. 21 points. Gave up 14 points in the first quarter, 7 points in the second quarter. We scored absolutely nothing in the first quarter, fam. Can you see that? Do I need to enlarge that a little bit?
No, I can see it.
Okay. But then if you look in the third quarter, bro, that's when we turned it on. Well, we turned it on the second quarter. We put up 7 points in the second quarter, came back third quarter, scored another 7 and scored 10 in the fourth. That's how you finish, bro. That's how you
Mm-hmm.
finish. But let's go down a little further. And let's go to the game stats. So time of possession, Eagles had it for 30 minutes, 30.97. We had it 29.3 seconds. I mean minutes, I'm sorry. Then we got first down. We had 25 first downs to their 19.
Mm.
Total yards, we had 473 yards to their 339 yards. Passing yards, we had 348 passing yards to their 276. Rushing yard, 125. And I'm telling you, Javonte Williams will hit 1,000 yards before the season is over with. To Philadelphia Eagles, 63 yards rushing.
Mm.
Not
Mm.
only that, we only had 8 penalties, which we're doing better, but the Eagles had 14.
Mm.
Total plays, we had 68 plays to the Eagles 58. Yards per play, 7 to their 5.8. Total
Mm.
turnover, we both split at 2 apiece, man. So this, and I want to get into this before we do anything else. Let me get right into this real quick. Let's get into Cowboys and let's look at, oh shoot, I didn't what I wanted to do. I want to go back. Let's see if I can go back. But anyway, I wanted to get into, let's see, where is it at? I want to get into, okay, here we go. Game stats. Anyway, we ain't gonna get into it. Okay, I'm not gonna spend all the time doing it. But again, man, if you look at what's there, man, they ain't near dominated all aspects of the game, brother.
Yeah, they really did. They really did.
Can you hear me?
Especially when you have a running back like Saquon Barkley, and you have a running quarterback such as Jalen, and both of those guys can hurt you, man. Because I mean, if one don't get you, the other one will. Uh, Something's wrong with the continuity with they run department. Because I don't know what has changed from last season to this season, but usually when a team or a running game is that explosive one season, next season it should still have some continuous of dominance. It's not the
Yeah.
same. It's t-
Well,
it's
and then
it's
the thing
totally
about
not
it,
the same.
yeah, and they talked about it. They've been talked about on First Take this morning. They were talking about the problem with the Eagles is we figured them out, and their offense. I mean, Saquon had 10 carries for 22 yards.
Hmm.
10 carries for 22 yards. We figured them out. And what they were saying on First Time, that Rex Ryan and somebody was saying, basically, they have no motion. They doing the same thing Mike McCarthy was doing when he was there.
Hmm.
Just coming out to huddle, and I hadn't had a chance to go look at it, but this is what they're saying. They're just setting up, and there's no motion, there's no movement. And Dallas, and what we did, instead of us going with a 4-man front, we saw a lot of 5-man front. We saw Overshown sticking up in there. And they said it, at one time we had 5 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and we had 4 DBs.
Mm-hmm.
So we made it hard on those guys, man. So, yeah, they got some issues, man. And for us to come with the 5-man front and to contain Jalen Hurts, from getting outside and shake Saquon Barkley, man, that says a lot. You think?
Yeah, it does say a lot, man. Because I mean, to have to not meaning to jump into next with the Thanksgiving Day game, but it's good that we had those two games back to back. To be
Yeah.
honest with you,
Yeah.
because when you have a dual threat and a quarterback, and you have a running back as dynamic as Saquon Barkley, and then when you go and look at Kansas City, Pat Mahomes is not as fast as Hurts, but he is effective with his legs. But he cut your throat. He's cut your throat with his arm. And then when you look at Pachinko, the running back for Kansas City, he's a problem too. So
Yeah.
when the way we prepare for Philly, we have to prepare like that also for Kansas City. So
Yeah.
we can pressurize Patrick Mahomes. Patrick
It's like
Mahomes
pressure.
hasn't been comfortable.
Good
You
with
got to
pressure.
pressurize him. Because Patrick Mahomes hasn't been comfortable lately. As long as we keep him uncomfortable, he's not no good, man. He's he
Yeah.
He's gonna force some things. And another thing, we can't allow Kansas City to get ahead of us like Philly did
Yeah, for
because
sure.
Patrick Mahomes is gonna keep his foot on the neck.
Yeah,
Andy
yeah,
Reid's gonna keep their
yeah.
foot on our neck.
And
We
that's
can't allow them to jump out there like that.
yeah, and I think that's a good thing. We finally got a back-to-back win, which was great. And like I said,
Yeah.
no more. I said no more talk. There is no more talk. It's nothing else to talk about. Get out there and put up. But I want to share this as well. But it was told that also that the Cowboys basically basically had a halftime speech when we was down 21-0.
Okay.
It says that basically during halftime, we came in here and made a stand. Overshawn said, we set the standard of being the best defense in the league, whether we're doing it by 21 or down by 14. We got to go one drive at a time and let the game
Mm-hmm.
take care of itself. On the other side of
Yeah.
the locker room, the offense was going through its usual routine, but took notice to what was being said by the defensive side.
Mm-hmm.
The defense had their own thing going, and I heard them, Prescott said. It gave us confidence. Come on, man. Give
Okay.
it up.
This
Now,
could-
didn't you just say that they need somebody that don't need
Who's
water?
gonna be it? Who's gonna be it? Who's gonna be it? Who's gonna be that dude? Who's gonna be it? Somebody got to step up and be that captain over there on that defense, man.
Yeah, yeah. So the Eagles are in limbo right now. They are snapping, dude. So I want to get into this Eagles snap segment, and these are some audio clips from
Brown.
now from the Eagles, man. Oh my gosh, they are in disarray. They are in shock because they wasn't expecting that. But I want to get into this. Check it out.
Happened. That is what Eagles fans here at Chicken Pete's are asking. What happened? They dominated it in the first half, and then the second half just lost it.
Oh, baby, so mad. I don't know what to say.
I keep my head up high, always going through everything. But you know, when you're a true fan of the Birds, your head goes down when stuff
This
like
guy
that
was
happens.
drunk.
Eagles fans stunned Sunday night as the Birds lose to
Here's
the
another
Cowboys
one.
20.
Does anyone want to tell me what the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck just happened? We were up 21-0, 21-0, and fall asleep in the second half? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Honestly, what the frig? Get off the field then.
The man that y'all have been waiting for.
Here's another
After
one.
that game yesterday, here he is.
Yeah, we lost. All them comments. It's really a damn shame how y'all all in our house, zooming in on stuff. Y'all extra petty. Talking about, oh yeah, you was standing on chairs and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on chairs. You like that, right? It was.
Here's another one.
Saquon Barkley after the game, they wanted it more. That is so disrespectful to know. Honestly, that's so damn disrespectful to us as fans to know that the Dallas Cowboys were hungrier than you.
One
I don't
more.
This has got to be one of, if not the worst loss in the Nick Sirianni era. And the only thing that brought me joy today was seeing Shador Sanders ball out. Other than that, this Eagles team gets me so frustrated because
Dude, they ready to fire the offensive coordinator. They even ready to fire the head coach already, bro. I mean, they nasty up there, bro. They are not playing around up there in Philadelphia, dude. So that's where they are. They about ready to jump off the ledge, football junkie. What do you think?
Say, old dude said, man, we so petty. We all up in their business. They be in ours too. So don't even talk like that, man. It's just, hey,
Y'all
take
all
it
up in
high.
our house.
For real, all up in our house. Hey, get it how you live. That's all I can say. Get it how you live. Because
Yeah.
if If it was the other way around, they would be doing the same thing. Pure
Yeah.
point blank. Heck yeah, man.
You know,
Heck yeah.
and this was a good thing, man. My concerns were the first series of the game and the last 5 minutes of the game where we almost damn near gave the game away, and we talked about the management, and we damn near almost gave this game away again, man. When we get down there, instead of taking the field goal, we go for it. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? And I'm like, what are we doing? Just take the field goal. But again, trying to be aggressive, and we're going to do this. And sure enough, we was acting like meatheads, and we went forward and came up short. And here we go. And we saw what Jalen Hurts was doing, taking the ball, moving it downfield, man. And but that kind of scared me, man. I was like, oh my gosh. But defense stepped up and did his thing again, bro. Defense stepped up big time.
Yeah, defense done rose to the occasion. And we honestly now can say it wasn't just a Raider thing.
Yeah.
We can honestly say it wasn't a Raider thing. It's not a Raiders thing.
Yeah, the Raiders pretty much got us in tune to what we need to do and how we need to go about doing it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But we cannot leave out this before we get off this show tonight, man. We got to give major props to Elijah Clark. Give it up.
Oh, yeah.
Elijah Clark and our long snapper, Sieg. I can't remember his first name, Sieg, man. Elijah Clark was a gunner, man. That got shoved down by 2 or 3 times, got back up, ran downfield, man, and caused a big hit, him and Marquise Bell. And Sieg was able to get the fumble recovered. So it just seemed like the football gods was on our side today, man. So give it up for Elijah Clark.
Yeah. They mentioned how they it was the most the change happened midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Because Cowboys had ample opportunities to put points on the board and went down there, interception, went for it on 4th down, turned the ball over on down. That's 14 points on. That's 14 points itself. Before the 7 we scored, that's 14 points on the field right there. So it could easily been 24-21 at halftime.
Yeah. And
we on our way to a 40-point game.
And I guess that's the only thing that scares me, though, Football Junkie. Again, we talk about the management. That's right there. And even again, we saw GP, when we tried to go for it and came up short, he just kind of just turned his head because he was the last one when we played against the Raiders. We was getting ready to go for it. He just walked over to the side like, look, take the points. And sure enough, we end up doing the same darn thing again. And it almost cost us. But again, big shout out to Jake Ferguson to catching that big catch to put us midfield, and then big shout out to GP for putting us down on the 20, and then big shout out to Brandon Aubrey for kicking that field goal straight through the center, man, and to end the game. So our Cowboys win 24-21. We'll take it. We're at 5-5-1, and we get ready for the Thanksgiving game. Give it up.
Say, man.
Yes, sir.
Where is Diggs, man? Where's Diggs? What's going on with Diggs? This ain't no concussion situation, dog.
Yeah, this is
it's
business.
Something else. It's something else, man.
He trying to get up there. He probably trying to get up to Green Bay.
Whatever the situation is, I mean, dude, you earning free money, you earning free money, bro.
Yeah, well, they're gonna probably get a good trade to send him up to Green Bay with his best bud, and they'll probably get something from Green Bay. So that's the only thing I think of. I know the concussion don't last this long, so it's something else.
No, dog, it's something else, bro. It's something else. It's something else. And then this turf and stuff, running the ball out the backfield, man.
Oh my God! Oh,
cash that, man.
Again, cash management. Yeah, take that, rip that out the playbook, ball it up, and throw it in there. It's no reason. Did you see what Malik Davis did? Malik Davis was the guy.
He come through there hot stepping like Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, he did. So why would you put KT back there in the backfield? I don't get that, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, they need to trash that play, bro. So before we get out of here, what is it that you want to see come Thanksgiving? think we play at 11 a.m. Boy, we playing at 11
Oh,
a.m. No respect.
we got the first game then, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know it.
I'm so
But
used to that second. I'm so used to us being the second game.
oh man, you hear me? I mean, what's going on? We becoming irrelevant.
Ooh. Yeah, dog.
11
So,
o'clock game. She.
man, honestly speaking, man, they need to just, I mean, we already know what the offense can do. And I know we're going to be minus the offensive lineman come this game. Um, however, we need to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We really
Again.
do. We need to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We need to play our brand of football. We need to implement our brand of football. It's time to show our brand of football now.
Yeah.
Ever
Yeah. It's time to
Floozy,
show that identity.
let's show our brand of football.
Yeah.
It's no more. It's. I mean, we got a small window to work with, and within that small window, we can really embark upon something that looked like it wasn't a possible chance to be. If we take advantage of these situations, these next 3 games, these next two
Yeah.
games, the
We gotta
real
ball out.
slam thumping. Yeah, we
We
got
gotta
to
ball
ball
out.
out. We got to just ball out all the rest of the season. We
Yeah,
got to just ball out, and we already showed what I drive with the Philly game. We got to go ahead and allow ourselves to go into this Kansas City game. We at home. We got to go ahead and put a third game with these 2 games
yeah,
because
yeah.
that creates momentum. All
Right.
right. And once you create that momentum, now you got something. You working with something.
Yeah.
You done put a small chain link together. So
Mhm.
shoot, strengthen that chain link.
No, no, and I totally agree. And again, let's not get content because we need to go right back to the 3 things that we just talked about for this game. We have to scout our opponent, we have to prepare for our opponent, and we have to execute against our opponent. So the same thing that we saw in this past game, this need to be our 3 components from here on out. We have to put this plan together, this blueprint together, and stick to it because again, this is going to be a little bit more trickier offense because they have a lot of
Hmm.
motion. And they don't
Hmm.
sit still. So you're gonna see some motion, movement, and things like that. But again, let's not get too content and think we don't want something. We got to keep our eyes on the prize. That's just basically what I want to see come
Yes, sir.
Thanksgiving, where we don't look the same, but let's look better than we did this last game. Let's add some
Hmm.
let's add some pieces to this, what we already have in place to keep our opponent on their heels. Okay. that's
Yes,
that's
sir.
that's basically my game plan. So hopefully that's what we'll see on Thanksgiving Day, man. So again, I think we play at 11 o'clock. So we have to get up a little early and get start beer drinking early.
Hey, man, it's gonna be some folks fussing about
Yeah,
this food, this football game.
yeah, yeah. And we ain't nobody's eating till 3 o'clock. Everybody, we watching game. Nobody eating.
It's
People
gonna
still
be
at home. They
fussing.
want to watch the game at home. So there's gonna be something to see, something new. But
Yeah.
I just say this too, though, football junk. If we just continue to do what we just saw these last 2 games and add a little
Yeah.
bit more ammunition to it, and I think we'll be okay, brother. I really do. So, what's your final score?
Man, you know what? It's gonna either be a shootout or a tight game.
Yeah.
I'll say it'll be a combine over 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City don't want no shootout with the Cowboys though. Dallas can afford a shootout. Kansas City can't. They can't. They can't afford the shootout because I mean they offense be sputtering because
Yeah.
their offensive line is not that good.
Yeah.
The offensive line not that good. And that's the problem with them. But And then they defensive front is kind of shady. But it's good, it's serviceable. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 37-30 Cowboys.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. I don't blame you. And I'm piggybacking off what you're saying because not only that, but I think the main priority, we don't have to travel. We're here at home.
Exactly.
So we're here at home. So we're rested. We don't have to, pack bags and all that. So we just show up. So which that's a good thing. Which now Kansas City had to pack in a short week, get down here, get adjusted, get acclimated. So I'm riding with you, man. I say, we win this game. And I say we win this game probably 27-17. That's going to be my 27-17, man. And we take a win and we get 3 straight, man. That's my thought, man. So that's where we are.
Yeah.
Football Duck, appreciate you coming on, man, hanging out with me, man. You know how we do it, man. Like I said, we fans first, and then we report the news, man. So again, guys, do us a favor, man. Hit that like button, make that subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video is posted. Like I always say, continue to stay safe, continue to be blessed, and if you don't do anything else, continue to be kind because we need more of it. And we're out of here, deuces.